What's up again, y'all? It's your boy C Note. I'm here to give you the real, uncut truth about everything that's happened to me from the dark side all the way through the cave to the light. This right here, when we last left off, I was going to jail after having this high speed pursuit with the cops, and now I am going inside of the jail to start getting ready to go to court. Some of y'all might know about this already, but for those of you that don't, uh, when you first get to jail, you go inside and they start by having you sit in the holding cell, of course, and or actually no, you got to get all your clothes taken off, depending on what your crime is. They're gonna check all your orifices, which is pretty humiliating, to say the least. They're gonna probe every other hole that you got and take all your clothes and turn them inside out and give you some crap probably to put on, right? Then you're gonna go sit in your holding cell. My advice to people that don't know how long they're gonna be there is to eat the food. I know, it's gross, but you're gonna do better if you eat. I mean, that's common sense, right? Also, for those of you that don't know, you might not use the restroom for a few days because of, there's only one toilet right there next to everybody. But hey, if you gotta go, you gotta go. And the sooner you get over these things, the better you're gonna be able to adapt to the situation. I know it sucks, but you're in the situation. You did what you did. So, hey, anyway, I get it in here. I have to go through all these things. I get, put up in the population. Now, I don't know how to tell you guys this story from someone that's only been there once or is scared or whatever, because I'm no, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not new to the law. Okay. So I go in here and I just know to do these things because I've been here. You know what I mean? Uh, Not to say that it's not scary to someone that hasn't been there, because everyone's afraid of the unknown, right? I mean, what's in here? So I go up to population, and as I get in there, I'm doing my time, and I see that this place is boring, bro. Boring. Okay. So I'm like, the kind of guy that I am, I'm like, man, what can I do to maybe, help everybody have something to do, man? Because everybody's bored, right? People play cards and play chess and do all these other things, but that starts to get like, boring after a while. So I'm like, hey, let me spark up something. And I start thinking as I'm laying down, and I'm like, those cup of noodles that they give us, they have that cardboard, and at store time, there's all this cardboard around. So I have the bright idea to take the cardboard that's around the cup of noodles and break them off. Now, on the sides, there's two flat pieces. I take these flat pieces and start to draw lines down them into a board pattern. Now, I'm thinking I'm going to make a bingo game. Everybody's like, what? Bingo, bro? Bingo? Like, I'm like, bro, it's boring, man. So everybody's like, man, I'm not old. I'm not my grandma. I'm not playing bingo. So I'm like, okay, man, it's cool. You know what I mean? But if you do, we're over here, man. We're playing. I start a commissary slash store game, whatever you want to call it, junk, whatever you want to call it, game. And it costs one item to get one board. I've taken these boards and put a bunch of pieces of paper with numbers 1 through 100 on one sheet of paper, cut them all out, put them in a bag, shake it up, boom, B1. Then I would make that board. You see what I'm saying? Like, pull out these numbers out, make all my boards, get everybody together, blah, blah, blah. Okay, fast forward, we're playing bingo. I'm starting to see that, people are playing. Hispanic people were my best customers. Thank you to my Hispanic out there. Much love. Anyway, so they're playing and they're winning. Like, I mean, big, big bags of food. Like, this thing is actually taking off, and I'm starting to see people standing on the sides, and they're watching and they're excited. And I'm like, dang, I wonder why they're not playing. You know? And then it hits me. I'm like, oh man, these people aren't going to store. Like, I'm not going to store either. This is why I'm starting this bingo game as well. But like, I mean, I'm completely grown, right? And I'm not asking my mother to take on this burden at this time because I mean, I'm trying to stand on my own and do my own thing. I want you guys to know I have a very loving mother. She has done nothing but brought me up right, and every decision I have made at this time is because of my own doing. Okay. Um, there's gonna be a lot of people mad at me after these stories, you guys. So I see that they're not making store, and I think, okay, at lunch there's a bag of chips that we get, and everybody gets these bag of chips. So I'll have a chip game as well. And when I do this, it's great to see somebody that doesn't make store get these winnings, and it just like changes everything for them and opens up doors for them to trade and maybe even make phone calls to talk to their loved ones. Like it was good, so I was cool with that. Well, I keep going and I start to make a poker table. I'm trying all my hands and all these things because I have nothing but time in there, right? So I'm doing things and it's working. All right, we're playing poker now, and I don't know if you guys know about poker, but you can run a poker table and make money uh, running the poker table. Every time everybody bets their chips, you'll take a couple per hand and add that, and then once you accumulate so many, it becomes one item, and you get one item. And okay, so you get the point. Anyway, I've been doing this for now probably about 3 months, and it's time to go to court for the first time. Well, when you go to court, you may go in, you may not the first time. Some of you may know this. Well, I didn't go in. All I got was a my lawyer coming to tell me what the sentence could possibly be. He tells me 20 do 10, you guys. For those of you that don't know, this man told me that my sentence total would be 20 years, do 10 of those years. And then when I get out, have 10 years on probation. No. I choose a no. You know, I don't want that sentence. Let me just sit here for a little longer, and maybe the next one will go down. The lawyer tells me at that time, no, he says that it's 20 do 10, take it or leave it, or go to trial. If you go to trial and your sentence is a total of 20 years and you lose, guess how many years you get? 20. Or you could take these 10 and just tuck your tail and go on and do your 10 years. I'm like, bro, that's just too tough of a pill to swallow for me right now. Like, let's just let me get out of here and just go back to the dorm and start doing some more time so that I can accumulate something on this. Like, maybe he'll switch his mind, maybe he'll actually come back around and give me something cheaper. So some more time goes by. I decide that maybe I better look into this whole thing because I'm now seeing that I'm being charged with party to a crime, first degree burglary. Okay. As you might know, if you don't know, go to my first video so you can find out what really happened, how I went to jail. Okay. It's a trip. It'd be worth it to go check this out. Um, so I decided to start going to Law Library. It's called, where you can go in there and they have all the books of the law, and you can find out what your crime is and the penalties and any other information you might need to know about your crime. Okay, so I go in there every time it's available for the next like 3 months, and I look into everything that they're possibly even trying to charge me with a RICO, because my co-defendant is a gang member in the Ghostface Gangsters out of Georgia. And if you know anything about them, then you know about them. I'm not going to speak on that because I'm not a member or anything like that. But I go to Law Library and I see that a RICO can get you charged basically with whatever they want to charge you with, and just say that it's a organized crime racket that you're a part of, okay, because you're affiliated or whatever. Um, and they're trying to hit me with this. I'm not a Ghostface gangster. You have to be a Caucasian to be in this gang. So how how am I a Rico in this? But that's why they hit me with the party to a crime, which is means guilty by association. Basically, if you know a part about it or you had any hand in it, like maybe your friend did something and then he comes to your house and he's like, oh man, I just like ran from this blah 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 blah, and now I got this, and I gotta go, and you don't call the cops and the cops find out that you didn't know. Guess what, buddy? Party to a crime, you get the same time that that person does. So this is what they're trying to charge me with: party to a crime, first degree burglary. And I'm looking like, man, how can I be charged with something I didn't do? I look, and party to a crime has anything to do with it. Like if somebody robs a bank and you drive the car out of there, guess what? You robbed the bank too. If you're at the holding house when they come with the car and park it at your house, and you're part of the crime too. You just robbed the bank too. Okay, if you don't let them know that these people just came to your house with this bank load of money, like, you're going to jail, bro. You're going to jail, bro. So be careful who you hang out with, because from what I've seen, it's usually your friends that'll probably end up getting you taken down. You're not real friends. Okay? Take that however you want. I don't even care. So after about 6 months now, I go and see my lawyer again, and I apologize for not editing these films. I just want you guys to know that this is 100% real, and I'm not giving you no fluff, no smoke and mirrors. It's just 100% the truth over here, okay? So if you want all the smoke and mirrors, go somewhere else, because this ain't even for you, all right? I really don't care if you don't watch it or not, because I just want to get to at least one person and let them know that, yo, this ain't the move, okay? Um, I still have the same sentence again. This 20 do 10 is all they're offering me. And my lawyer asked me, what do I want to do? And I say, well, I've been going to Law Library, and I think the only thing I can do at this point is go to trial. And he's like, oh, are you sure? And I'm like, you underestimate me too, buddy. By judge, not by jury. Oh, did you know that you can go to trial by judge and not by jury? Where you can just have the judge decide what your sentence is and not a jury of your peers? Yeah, so I choose that instead, because I think 10 years is a little much for what my part in the crime was. Yes, I'm not trying to say I didn't do anything. I do deserve something because I did help. Like, I was a part of it. But I just think that this is maybe a little stiff for. That's all I'm saying. This is 10 years a little stiff, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro. 10 years, bro, is a little stiff for not really doing anything. You know what I mean? But I did do something, and that's what I had to see. So, um, yeah, we go to trial, right? And I meet my co-defendant in the holding cell, right? Right before you go into court, there's a big spot in the back of the courtroom that you don't get to see if you're in the courtroom, where they have everybody held in this cement box that's so uncomfortable. Oh my god, and it's freezing in there, okay? So I'm in there and we're talking and he's like, "Hey man, blah 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 blah, like I've been talking to my fellow gang members and they're telling me that I got to take this rap and let you out on this." And I'm like, "What? Word? Like y'all real like that? Like your OGs are going to make you do the bid by yourself since you were the one that went in there and I didn't?" Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, "Wow, bro, like that, how often is, like, that's real. Like that's real street stuff right there." You know what I mean? So he actually goes inside the courtroom and is like, "C Note didn't do this. C Note didn't know nothing about that. I did this. I went inside. I did this. I came out. He didn't do anything. He knew nothing." And they're like, "Okay, well, you go back, bring me out." The DA proceeds to make me look like the worst criminal in the world. So bad that after he was done, I was sitting there like, "Whoa, bro, I'm a piece of crap, bro." I mean, it wasn't true what he was saying, but he did such a good job of making me look bad that I even felt like I look bad. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, "Bro, lawyer, do something, man, object or something." And my lawyer's like, "Objection, his mother loves." I'm joking, he didn't really say that. But he was a public defender. He was useless, bro. He didn't say anything. He just let this DA annihilate me, bro. He told them I went on a high-speed pursuit, that I've been breaking into people's apartments and homes since I was like getting out of high school. Which, how do you, anyway, okay, so he just really paints this picture where I'm just the biggest piece of crap in the world, okay? And right now I'm like sweating bullets because my lawyer's not defending me. My 10 years, y'all. 10 years, y'all. So the judge decides it's time for the sentencing, and he's like sitting there and he's got his paper and he's got glasses on and he's looking at the paper and he's writing stuff. I see him like looking up in the air, like thinking, and I'm like, "Oh my god, what's going on?" I'm like sweating balls. You know what I mean? I'm just like, "Oh my god," like sitting here on pins and needles waiting for this guy to say what he's gonna say. And then he goes, "Mr. C Note, I think 10 years is a little much. 7 years in prison." And I am like, what? My lawyer then decides to stand up and say, "Mr. C Note, had he been in any other county, would only be looking at possibly 5 years at the most for this crime." The judge says, "Yeah, that's probably true. But in this county, I want Mr. C Note to go back to the dorm and let everyone know that this county does not play with burglary. I am making an example out of him." Why would you choose me to make an example? Like, bro, isn't there somebody else in here, man? Make an example out of somebody else, man. Like, I mean, anyway, like looking back now, I'm like, you know what? Make an example out of me, because I'd rather take it than somebody else. Like, honestly, man. I mean, nobody. No, just give it to me, man. Like, don't make an example out of something. I wouldn't push bad off on anybody. Like, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna push bad off on you. You know what I mean? Like, that's just my thing. So 7 years is my is my sentence. My co-defendant gets the same exact amount of time for going into this person's house and taking their things. And I keep saying that like I didn't do anything. I had a part in it. Like I was there. I was a party to that crime. Um, but it was really hard to swallow. You know what I mean? Like just didn't at the time feel like it was actually necessary. Um, well, now I'm doing 7 years in prison, and I get back to the dorm, and all my friends are like, hey, C note, what happened when you were at court today? And me, with the kind of sense of humor that I have, I was like, man, hey y'all, I didn't get 10 years, y'all. And they're like, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. What you get, man? You going home? I'm like, no, I ain't going home. They gave me 7 years. And they're like, are you about to cry? I said, I might cry if the tears coming down would make the years go away that I have to do. Like, if each tear comes down, a year goes off, yeah, I would cry. But I'm telling you that when you cry, it doesn't help anything. All you're doing is losing energy and tears and valuable liquids to your body that you could use to do your 7 years with. I mean, you're going to need all the energy you can muster because you got 7 years to do. 7 years in prison. Can you handle it? You over there? Or you? Can you handle 7 years? Yeah, I know you can, because if you go and get these 7 years, you don't got a choice. Huh. You don't got a choice. You're going. And you guys thought I was joking about me going to a dark place. If you think that things are getting dark, this is the beginning of the cave, okay? Like, I just got my time, and if this whole situation is a cave, then we are at the very beginning, and you can still see around you. If you want to know some more about what happens when you go to prison for 7 years, well, I got 7 years of stories to tell you. And all I can do is tell you because that's the only way I want you to visit, okay? But boy, did I see some things in prison. And as soon as I got through the door, let's just say there were bleeding guards when I first got there. But if you want to know why this guard's bleeding when I first get there, then you're going to have to tune into my next video, because you're going to be shocked, bro. It's like slam packed from here out, bro. And if you think I ain't got no stories to tell you, bro, I've got 7 years of prison stories to tell you. And that's just the beginning, bro. This thing is finna come back, y'all. I got you. Holla at your boy.